Good evening. The purpose of today's meeting is to review the mayor's 2016 budget and consider it for adoption. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. President. If you don't mind, I'd like to stand in front and talk.
Certainly.
Good evening, everybody. I don't know what we're giving away tonight, but it looks like a great crowd. Before I start and speak, I'd like somebody to help me with every budget for the last 23 years has passed away, and until 6 weeks ago, she was helping me with this budget. So someone that you all know, Marge Strange, just take 1 minute, moment's silence for her. Thank you. I want to talk tonight now. I don't know how many of you read my budget message. Has anybody bothered to read the message? Okay, some of you have. With that message that council got, I also attached the last 2 years of the budget messages, where I talked about the day that it is coming to where the township can no longer go on without some kind of a tax increase. And when I talk about a tax increase, the last 22 years, there was no tax increase except for, it comes out to $1 a year, $21 that we raise taxes in Bensalem Township. Now, I want you to separate for tonight, please, please, the school district and the county. I want you to separate that. We're talking Bensalem Township. This is our budget. In our budget in Bensalem, out of every dollar, 8 cents comes to us, to Bensalem. Out of your dollar, 8 cents comes to Bensalem. 2 cents is for fire and EMS that we collect for them that you all voted for on a referendum. 14 cents goes to the county. The rest of it goes to the school district, which I believe is 78%. So having said that, I want to know how you understand the services that you're getting in Bensalem for the 8 cents out of every dollar. It's very, very difficult for me to stand up here and talk about this because I don't like raising taxes. Absolutely. Been against it for all these years. But as we get into where the seriousness of the services that we provide, it's very, very important that you all understand. On the service that the township gives, if you look at Parks and Rec, look at building and planning, look down at our public works, and look at our finance office and my administration office. If I were to close all those down, close them down, keep the police department open, our budget would still be $2 million short. If I close everything down, including myself, we'd still be there. We've been going along a long time. The economy has been terrible. You all know that. The last 8 years. And people say, well, they see building going on, what's going on? Do you know how many millions and millions of dollars we have lost in the last 9 years in Bensalem Township on assessments? That people appealed their assessments? That's going on as we speak today. Yesterday, one of the Home Depots is in, one of them to get their taxes lowered, to get their assessment lowered. And everyone that goes up there, almost 100% gets their assessment lowered. That means all of us get less, not just the township, but the county and the school district. So we've been going through almost 9 years of very, very difficult times. And we've been providing those services. I dare anybody in here to tell me about our services. Snow plowing. Where did you ever see it? Where did you ever see your roads every year being fixed? No other township does it. We're the only ones that do it because we got people that care and because you deserve it. As we go along, and by the way, that message is very long, and if you didn't get it, I hope you take it and read it. That's why I'm not reading it. It would probably take me half an hour to go through everything. But all of these services that we provide, we must understand that if we're going to continue to do this, if we're going to continue to have the best township, by the way. I don't think anybody here would argue the point that you are the best township. You have the best township. I can go back, I didn't bring all stuff with me years ago, Courier Times, Model for America. Headlines, Bensalem Township did a story, Model for America. Wasn't too many years ago, called Powell, best place to raise your children in America. One of the best places. Only 2 years ago, we were one of 100. Bensalem was one of 100 in the country, to raise your children and to be here to live and get the service. Last year, we made it to 47, one of 50. That doesn't come easily. It's what all of the people that we work with, all the team, a team together, council, all that they do, the hard work that they do to get there. Teams win. I talk about teams all the time, and that's the only way we can get this done. Now we talk about a little bit of the history in the back and the things that happened and to get us here and how hard it is to make up for what we need to do to keep the services going in this town. We have so many amenities. Is there anybody here would argue with our Parks and Rec? I don't think you could, and if you do, I think it's a good debate to have with me. Anybody going to argue about what our public work does? I don't think so, because you're getting the services. All of these things, the amenities, the parks, an amphitheater that's known all over that people come to. Unfortunately, we had to put a price on it to charge a little bit because we couldn't afford to do it without it. So all these things we come up to, and we're coming to, well, if all of my departments that I mentioned here tonight, and I think if you go back our past budgets, you won't see much of an increase in any of those departments that I just mentioned. Well, then what am I talking about? I'm talking about the police department. Second to none. Second to none. You have the best police department that's out there serving every day. And I'll let the director talk about that, a lot about our police department. But I'm going to tell you one thing. As long as I have breath in me and I'm talking about it, I will not cut one penny from the police department. I won't do it. Because I know what the issues are out there, the safety issues. You know, I was in business a long time before I was mayor. I was in business. Supported all the police then, knew what they did, how important they were to us. But guess what? I didn't really know what they do. I didn't know the danger every day. I wasn't getting phone calls during the night of, oh my God, we just almost had a policeman killed. Oh my God, drug bust going down. Oh my God, one of our guys, it was undercover, almost got it. I didn't get those calls. I get them now. I get those calls at night when all of us are safe and in our places, when these guys, ladies and gentlemen, are protecting us. So don't anybody get an idea from me, because I will go to my grave fighting for these men and women in our police department. I will not cut one penny. Because it can't happen, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know the times we're living in? I will not ever do that. I need to know that our people in this town are protected. When I swore in 6 different times, I swore on the Bible, my oath. And you know what it says? The safety and welfare of the people of Bensalem Township. That's what it says. That's my conscience. That's what I got to live with. So it's not an easy task. We have a lot to show you here tonight, a lot to try to make you understand what's going on. And I'm going to tell you that when they get done in the explanation of why I'm talking about an earned income tax, I think you'll understand. Number one, you have to be working. You have to work to pay an earned income. If you're a senior, you're retired, you have a disability or something, you're not going to pay it. But if we're working, again, it's on the backs of the people who are working, and I understand that. I want to go through this tonight, and this is not with me a question and answer now, so I'm going to sit down when I'm done. I don't want you to ask me questions, because we're going to go in, the president will run the meeting. But I implore you to understand and listen of what we're going through and what this community is about. I'm so proud and honored to represent all of you and all the people of Bensalem Township. And I am so proud to have the people behind us that make us safe every day, and these gentlemen up here that run our departments. They're good, honest people making sure that they go with what I live by. Service, service, service. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you.